What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Bad Comms Podcast. And every time I say Bad Comms now, I'm like, it's in the name because of you guys. You guys messed like my whole brain up.
It's
But
in the
I'm
comms.
Hugz. That's DadTaxx. That's Luddy. And it's almost 4th of July, y'all, because look at DadTaxx. Obviously. Why else would we be doing
Rocking
this?
it. Love it.
This is how I represent America right here. Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Doing this
Hawaii.
thing. Luddy in himself represents America, and that is a very American shirt. Your 1776.
Look at the shirt. Look at the shirt.
But also, 82nd leads the way. Is that what it is?
82nd Airborne leads the way. Yeah,
leads the way.
Airborne leads the way.
Airborne leads
Airborne leads the way. Pick up your rucks and follow me. Airborne all the way.
You're so.
I was here for the concert. I was like, I'm locked in.
I'm the fucking hype guy. I'm the hype guy on stage, like
the strip.
Getting it.
Did you have like a bunch of those, like when you guys would
cadences?
do PT or march or whatever? Yeah, like did you have a bunch of cadences? Are there any that you like really enjoy or you still think about?
You know, so one thing I struggle with my amazing memory is, to this day, I cannot remember an entire song. And there is parts of cadences that I recall. And when I really want to listen to it, to be honest, I will just go to YouTube and I will type it in and go from there.
But that kind of answers my question still. You do get nostalgic for it. Like there are some and you're like...
Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I love it. And sometimes, depending on like who is, singing it on YouTube, I'll get goosebumps if they got like that raspy voice, that
the drill sergeant
old
voice,
staff sergeant, first class or something like that, that's been through this shit in the early 2000s. And when they're fucking marching or running to that cadence, you're like, damn, that shit hits hard. Like you get motivated.
Do you still have a lot of friends from when you're in the military or no?
You see that most people, some are still in, right?
Okay.
But a lot of times everybody parts away. They start a new family, or they just move back to their home state. No one communicates anymore, or they go to college, maybe with one of their buddies. But in the military, it's like everyone's a brother, right? Everybody bleeds red and so forth. But you lose the connection,
Yeah.
Because it's not the same over the phone. Yeah, they're doing things.
It's a lot of work. It's same a lot of workplaces. You can get really close people, but if you don't have that like closeness, that actual like physical closeness, like sometimes you just fall away.
Yeah.
It's not that people don't care about each other or whatever, but
yeah, no, I think we spoke about something similar to that on a podcast. One of the ones we did where, like, we were talking about our home friends. Yeah. How some of them are just non-existent, and we have some friends online like Potch or Caesar, and you got some from your wrestling community and so forth that you met, and the guy that you met through the World of Warcraft clan. Yep. Sometimes those are, we make new connections, we make new friends. Roll with it.
It's always a chapter of your life, so that's what's important.
Some people are here for a season. Some people are there to teach you a lesson. I feel like there's a lot of different reasons people come through your life. But moving off of that very serious topic, happy 4th to everybody. But DadTaxx,
happy 4th.
I know you're excited, bro. I know you're excited because GTA 6 is popping. All I'm hearing about was the pre-sale. All I'm hearing about, like, everybody's talking GTA 6 because of the pre-sale coming out and stuff. So are you hyped? Are you super hyped?
Yeah, no, not at all. No. I am.
So somebody told me it's only going to be PlayStation for like the first year and a half or something like that. Like, is that true?
Well, from what I heard is it's going to be console release first, and then it's going to be, I don't even know if it's on Xbox. I'm sure it is, but I know for sure it's on PlayStation 5 because they were talking about how you should upgrade to the Pro so you can get it at 60 frames and all this. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that the PC version will be delayed for a while. So,
well, because that's what sucks about GTA 5 for me is like, because you're so big into it, I want to play with you, but like, because I'm only PC. I own other consoles, but I only play PC.
What? Okay, but that's the thing though, is I started another character on PC, and so
it's not the same. It doesn't have the same stuff you got on your
No,
main
but
one.
it plays so much better than it does on PS5.
Does it?
It plays so
Okay.
smooth. You know, like the hunting aspect. I mean, going the underwater, everything about it is so much better on PC. So,
Well, can you even mod console?
I mean, not really mod.
Like, can you play
console.
mods or anything on
No,
console?
no mods. No, not that I know of. Yeah, when it comes down to
Well, because
like
on PC, like I played 5M. Do you know what 5M is?
yeah, I played very our buddy that we were just talking about, Potch, Luddy and I were just playing with him last night. We were he does
invited.
5M. Huh? What?
Said I wasn't invited.
No, in fact, you are invited because that game's world is bad comms, and you're like, oh, it has bugs.
Was it that grounded game?
Oh, it has bugs. Oh, I don't want to.
I don't like bugs.
It's not a big deal. The
I don't
hardest,
like
hey,
it.
honestly, what took the longest was getting Luddy's freaking Microsoft account set up.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I don't want to talk about it. DadTaxx, if you want to get into it, it took about an hour and 30 minutes.
No, it did not. Okay, no, it did not. But he got
Yes,
on.
it did.
No, he did not. But he got on late as it was, so I knew he wasn't going to play very long. But it took him like probably a good solid 30 minutes to get in and like actually get into the game. So, because the way that game works is there's like, if you're just all on PS5, it's easy, just go right in. But if you, I have a world that is dedicated to crossplay. So if it's crossplay, then it's PC and PS5. So they need to have a Microsoft account to get in because Potch is playing on PC, and so there's a
So what
thing
you're
there.
telling me is all the games you play, you make it as difficult as possible for your friends that play on PC to actually play with you.
You're such a woman, all right? You take one thing I say and then just go with something else like
you make it as
ridiculous.
difficult as possible to be friends. That's what you're trying to tell me.
It's difficult. You won't even get on the game.
You know what? I did get on a game with you guys, and I was ass at it, and you guys were good at it, and it was horrible experience.
That was only
and then I just ended up.
That's not the big deal, okay?
I'm horrible at that.
But you're better at Fortnite. But you're better at Fortnite.
I do like regular Fortnite.
Yeah, you're better at regular Fortnite than I am. I have a little bit more patience.
I like regular Fortnite
with the only up aspect.
Yeah,
but
that really is what it is. I'm too impatient. I try to run.
That's what it comes down
time.
to. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Luddy, talk about impatient. The guy just spawned in. He just spawned in, right? And I'm like, hey, Luddy, you don't really have any weapons or anything. He like dropped all of his stuff and he was like, yeah, like I don't need them. It's cool. And I'm like, no, Luddy, pick them up. You need these for different aspects of the game. He was like, oh, okay. And he grabs it. And then I'm like over here, like building this thing. I look up and Luddy's icon is way out in the middle of the grass, like way out there. I'm like, Luddy, where are you going? And he goes, I'm gonna go explore. And he goes, oh, there's a big old spider over there. And I was like, yeah, don't touch that one because we're gonna die. And he goes, no, we could take it. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Here's the Luddy mentality. Sure enough, what happened, Luddy? What happened?
Bro, that's my experience with Luddy and our creators. He'd be like, oh, there's a bastion? Let's go melee it.
So, okay, so this is it right here. With Luddy is very competitive, right? He loves his fast-paced games. I'm not a fast-paced player. I'm a strategic player. I want to set myself up for success, and I know my limits. This motherfucker, you don't know your limits. He'll be in Fortnite, right? And we're like, oh, I need ammo to get to the end. I want other people to do a lot of the damage out there against each other, so then we can have easier going to the end.
No, not this guy. Rush him.
Not this guy. Yeah. This guy. No. This guy will go by himself. I look up, he's 700 meters away from us or something. That's what it says in the game. And I'm like, shit. And he goes, people on me. And I'm like, I'm not even on you. I don't know. Like, I'm nowhere near you. And then he gets down. He goes, oh, these guys are good. Run. Because he knows my limits. He knows I'm not a good player on Fortnite. He tells me to fucking run, dude.
So I get the opposite. He's like, there's only 3 of them. Come on.
Yeah.
That's what I get. Yeah. Like, there's only 3 of them. Yeah. You can handle it. Come on, get over here.
You're on Fortnite, bro. You're very similar, though. You don't want to stand still. You go into the fight as well.
Yeah.
Well, The thing that you and I do that I had a lot of fun with, but I can't get other people to do it, is we'll just be like, hey, you want to do only snipers, or you want to do only
Oh
like some
yes,
random pistol? Or didn't one night we only did like consumables with like no weapons
yes,
or something?
yeah. It was
Like
like
we'll do that.
nades and yeah.
Yeah, we'll just do consumables and just whatever. And I don't care if we die. It's whatever. We're probably gonna not win anyway. You know what I mean? So it's like, might as well at
Real,
least have
real
fun.
quick, boys. Potentially could lose power. So if the
Or the
Wi-Fi
storm's
goes
coming
out,
through there.
I have no service. So we're
Okay.
strictly on Wi-Fi.
Okay.
So just sorry to interrupt, but
No,
just
you're
letting you
good.
know.
No,
Yeah.
you're fine. I know Kate had to go run and get food and stuff because I know
Don't
the
leave
storm
us.
was coming through by her, and y'all aren't like too terribly far away. So,
Yeah.
um,
Mine
So
says
speaking
windy.
of Fortnite, though, I really enjoyed playing with you and Zach. Last time we played, I think it was the last 2 games where Hugz, you went and got the truck and we jumped in there.
oh yeah,
We
yeah,
was just
Yeah.
mowing people down.
yeah. It was a good time.
But
That was
you see
good.
what that was though. That was a
Yeah,
strategy. Once we figured out that we could get in the car and do that, you just run up on
yeah.
him. I think he stayed in the car for a little bit, and we jumped out. So they were shooting the car still, and then we were able to just get
Mhm.
on him every time. So I like that.
Hey, that was you and I, Luddy, that we went and collected all the res vans, right? And we put them all in one building or whatever, and we would like go collect them off the map. And we were like
No,
throwing them all. Who was I? I don't remember who I was playing with, but we went and we got like all the res vans, and we literally were just throwing them into one building. So people all had to come to the one building to get
because
resed it all.
you used to play with Postman and a couple
Yeah,
of the maybe if it was
could have
could
been.
have been
I play with Drill too. I actually
Drill.
really
Yes.
enjoy playing with Drill. Our friend Drill, I actually interviewed for my interview podcast, and that's going to be coming out. We're really going to be pushing out Viewcount content. I know we kind of talked about Viewcount in the last episode,
Yes, sir.
but starting in July, we're really going to be focusing on Viewcount, pushing that forward. Drill's going to be a part of that project as well with us. So I did interview him for the pod, and I'm waiting, holding that back. I'll also, I was going to do it today, but it'll probably maybe be tomorrow this week, interviewing my friend Sedessa. She's going to be on my interview pod. I'm going to have her. Eventually, you guys, once we finally get our stuff together. Luddy, you were supposed to be interviewed by me like a freaking year ago.
We're getting close to a year now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like literally, like almost an entire year ago, you were recommended to me, and I was supposed to interview you. And then Zach and I will eventually get locked in.
We might.
We might. Wow.
We might.
Zach, let me ask you a
Wow.
question, brother.
Keep talking shit about
Wearing
my
all
Eagles.
that fancy blue, white, and red, like Mother Russia, but
That's
I mean, the
okay.
United, wait,
Okay.
America,
Okay.
America.
I meant America.
That's right.
What
Yeah.
is your favorite part of 4th of July? Like, is it the fireworks? Is it the cooking out? Just the family time? And then Hugz if you want to follow up after.
Honestly, I know for a fact that every year now next year's gonna be different because hopefully we're moved, right? But for a fact, right now, every year we go to my in-laws' house, and I know it's gonna be a barbecue, and I know we're gonna have a good time with family and stuff. And it's a bittersweet time this year. The last like 11 years, we had our 2 German Shepherds with us, and both of them were like deathly afraid of fireworks. So the holiday kind of was rough on us because like we had to leave before fireworks started, and it was every year was a pain in the ass. And they are both officially gone now, and the only upside to that is we're gonna try to enjoy the holiday this year. So
Rehomed, not deceased, correct?
no, deceased. They both passed
Deceased?
away.
I
Yeah,
thought you rehomed your
we
animals.
had
Yeah, Hugz, I thought one of them was as
we
well.
well we had 3 dogs. We have a little Riley.
Okay,
We
okay.
had 2 German Shepherds, Oliver and Bella. Both Oliver and Bella passed away, and like kind of like unexpectedly too, like really fast. And those were like our babies, you know. So like as for the animal aspect, and then we got Callie like within the last like year and a half, 2 years, and we got her as a puppy. But she just wasn't working out. We realized, like Caitlin realized that like her heart wasn't like healed over the loss of our pups, and so it wasn't a good fit. So we instead of taking her to a pound, yeah, we did find a new home for her, and she's only 2 blocks away from us. So,
Nice.
but it's a guy that I work with, and it's working out great for him. So as long as
Heck yeah.
she's not, I know she's not like on a in a kill shelter or anything like that. Like if he was to take her to a kill shelter, I would go get her again. You know what I mean? Like I love that dog. I do love that dog, but just didn't work out for us right now. So, but when we get to North Carolina, we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
But
Win.
yeah, when we get to North Carolina, yes.
So
We'll
nice
see.
to hear.
Yeah, it's 1,000% happening. I'm just trying to speed it up as much as possible. So it'll happen. It'll happen.
Heck yeah.
Hugz, are you still following up to potentially moving down here?
I want to. I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
it's a huge, like my biggest thing with the hurdle is just work. I thought I had everything worked out with my work. I love working there. I love my job. Like, that's the thing. Like, so I definitely don't want to leave where I am. Like, that's what it comes down to. I love what I do. I enjoy what I do, but, that's still the goal. It's just time. I think it pushed my timeline back a little bit from what I was hoping for. So,
It's crazy that you say you enjoy your job, because how many people out here are in a 9 to 5 job or a sales job and they're just there for the bills, right? And they don't truly enjoy getting up and going to work. If you don't enjoy going to work, waking up, showing up for the people that are there, the smiles, the camaraderie, just a good work environment, get the fuck out. Quit that job. Go look for a new one. You got to
my
enjoy your work.
My thing is
Smart.
like I am a service like I enjoy to assist and help people. It's like a passion for me, so I get to do that through my job. And so I do it for the people that I get to help. That's basically
That's awesome.
what I do it for. Like I just have a connection and I feel like I've built relationships. I've always said it's a relationship business more than anything else. So like I've built a lot of relationships that I'm not, wanting to give up. So anyway,
Candy off of
hopefully
DadTaxx. Hugz, your turn. 4th of July.
4th of July, I mean, the fireworks are cool and everything. We never really did a ton of stuff on 4th of July. I mean, the cookouts were fun or whatever. I don't really have a big family, and now I even have a smaller family, but so we never really did a lot for it. When, I was a kid, I think I looked forward to we would go watch the fireworks because we'd go like downtown or like to the city and stuff and go watch the fireworks. But like, I don't know, nowadays it's like I would forget it's the 4th of July other than I have it off work. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's one of those things of like go America. Like I am very pro America, and that's probably the only thing. But that I don't know. It's weird to say. I've interviewed a couple people recently for my other pod. I feel like I'm Zach talking about my other projects.
Other projects.
Talking about the other. But I interviewed Drill, who's in Texas, and then Coach Bob, who also is in Texas. So we've been having a lot of conversations about like Texas. Everybody's like pro Texas, and it's very much like America. Like it's the same type of vibe. And that's how I feel. 4th of July, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I like it.
America.
Well, wasn't Texas at one point trying to become its own country?
So the thing is, if Texas were to secede, it would become 5 different states too if it's split up. So it's in their constitution that they would turn into 5 different states.
Yeah, but this is the second
'Cause it's
time
so
they're trying
big.
it, right?
I don't know if it's the second, but they've tried a couple times at least, at minimum.
Wait, they're still trying?
They may. I don't know.
Wow.
Texas
Well,
is
they
very
tried.
self-sufficient. They don't
Yeah,
they don't
tried
take
years ago.
federal funds and stuff either. So like when they have it's kind of funny because we had just talked about this with somebody else, but when they have like disasters and stuff like that, it's harder on them because they normally don't take federal funds. So like their Medicare and stuff like that, they don't get assistance from the federal funding for that. Like their utilities are privatized. There's a lot of stuff down there that's just different. And like Texas is different, but there's also no state tax down there too, which was cool. There's no like state income tax.
You like the desert, move to Texas. You want to burn your ass off, move to Texas.
If you like the desert, if you like a forest, if you like
wait,
forest.
What? Hold on, what?
Explain to me where there's a forest in Texas that's
Texarkana.
not man-made.
Texarkana.
I didn't know that, but
Texarkana is like because Lubbock side is the desert. Okay, so that's like
You say
El
Lubbock?
Paso to like Lubbock.
That's where like my coworker just moved to. I've never heard anyone say that town name before, ever. Never heard of it.
It's where Texas Tech is. So
Yeah,
Texas
I know.
Tech is one of the bigger colleges.
He wasn't even moved out there yet, and he comes back. He went out there to look at houses. He comes back. He's got a Texas Tech hat. Texas Tech, like
the Red Raiders.
Dude, yeah. And I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like, what? You have all this stuff on now? Like, you never even moved there yet. You're not even there. He
But you
came
gotta
back and
think,
it's like it threw up on him.
they got the ocean. Where I lived it was all hill. I lived in hill country. It's literally the part of Texas they call hill country. It's beautiful, Wimberley and stuff like that. There's like lakes and ponds and all these natural wonders and deer all over the place. It's very beautiful. And then the
Natural
further you go
wonders.
out
Wow.
towards like Arizona and all that, New Mexico side, like El Paso, there's like a lot less out there. It gets kind of sparse. Same thing as like out towards Lubbock, like all desert. So.
There's just
But you
They all
basically
have
get
to.
like every season, every whatever, depending on where you go in Texas, because it's like 12-hour drive from one part of Texas to the other part of Texas.
Yeah.
But there's no mountains out there, huh? Nowhere.
I don't think there's mountains now.
I know. It's like, yeah, it's funny because I was watching Dutton Ranch, and like on I think it was the first episode, when they get to Texas, they're like, they're out on their porch, and they're like,
It's very flat.
he's like, I miss waking up to the mountains, you know? And then the girl Beth is like, yeah, it looks like the world just keeps going. Like it literally just,
Yeah.
it just goes way out. And I was like, damn, like I'm a mountain guy. I like the mountains. I like going hiking. I like going camping up in there. I like the forest.
Do you
So
see mountains where you're at right now or no?
yeah, yeah. Wait, we're in
'Cause
the
like that's
desert.
wild to me.
We're in the desert, but like it's crazy. Like we're not even like the desert. Like the desert to me was like Arizona. That's where you have like scorpions and like you actually have like cacti everywhere. Like you know what I mean? Like I saw a roadrunner like just I've taken off. I ain't seen that out here. Out here we just got like lizards. That's it. Like just regular freaking lizards. Like
Lizard.
yeah,
Lizard.
little
Lizard.
lizards.
Oh, dude.
So,
That was crazy. When I moved to Texas, that was the biggest culture shock for me. Well, hold on, real
Was
quick,
what?
because I want to get on the mountains before we get too far away from that. It's gonna be lizards. But my friend Casey, okay, because we just talked about him.
Yeah.
He lives in Montana, and he had sent me a picture of him skateboarding one time, and literally just in the street in his house, the whole backdrop is just beautiful mountains. Like it's just insane to me. I was like, there's just fucking mountains right there. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. It's like, there's just huge, like, you just see that every day. Like, for me, it's like, oh, you have to drive somewhere to go, like, that's like a vacation spot.
Yeah.
And he just wakes up to that every day. Like, it's nothing. But when I moved to Texas from Illinois, we have like mice and like chipmunks and shit here, like that's what you see.
Is that the main attraction for Illinois?
No, but like outside. But when
Yeah.
you go to Texas, there was like little like iguana looking things. Like they're not iguanas, they're little tiny lizards. And then we would have like the house pests. They do have mice in Texas, but like the house pests that we got were these little Mediterranean geckos. They're literally tiny geckos and they're everywhere. They get inside your siding and stuff like that. Cause my cats would catch the geckos in the house. And I'm like, this is just wild to me that there's just lizards everywhere.
Yeah, we have ones out here. They're called horny toads. So
Yeah, we had those in Texas too. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we had a horny toad out here
Armadillo?
recently. His name's That One Framer. He came out to LA, and
I feel like we've shouted out Framer on every episode, so it's very fitting because congratulations to him getting to go out to TikTok headquarters.
Absolutely. We
So-
bring him up because he is a good friend of all of ours and a huge supporter and, just a genuine dude. So, yeah, he came out recently and obviously Hugz, you called me and everything. We talked to him a little bit, but yeah, it was a shock to him about elk. So it was a shock to me too. It was a shock to me too. Like trying to talk like show him the things and stuff. Yeah, there he is right there. That one frame. Yeah, like I mean, there were some things like I don't like going to Hollywood.
Do
Yeah,
you have a DadTaxx or no?
No,
Is there a DadTaxx sticker?
no one has a DadTaxx sticker. No one.
Because there's Luddy and there's me.
Yep. Yeah, no one has one.
I have Notorious.
There's Mom Tax.
I have the
There's Mom
DadTaxx
Tax.
sticker. I have the first one DadTaxx ever made.
You
he
have-
mailed out to me in a circular one.
You have my logo. Luddy just showed your
Yes.
Luddy just showed your sticker.
Yeah, the one that you created.
Mom Tax.
When all these logos and AI stuff came out, and I first met DadTaxx like 8-9 months ago, he actually was creating logos for creators on TikTok.
To
with
like
the
make
AI
stickers and stuff for
generation,
them?
yeah.
Or
No, I wasn't making
Yeah,
stickers. I was redoing their logos. I
Okay.
would go on their profile picture, their profile, and I would just see what they're all about, and I would incorporate all that. Like it was ChatGPT, but ChatGPT would give me a basic idea, and then I would use like 4 or 5 other apps to manipulate it and make it look, just custom to them. So it was pretty cool.
and that's before everybody became an expert in AI
Yeah,
over the last 8 months.
yeah. And it was funny because every time someone's like, "Oh, what apps do you use?" I told everybody what it was, and I was like, "I'm not like gatekeeping nothing here. Like, I'm helping you guys out." I just like a lot of people don't even want to like try to do it, so I was
Yeah.
just like, "Yeah, like I'll do it." Like for a lot of the dads supporting dads, like I mean, I think I made Luddy like probably 7 of them or something. It's so long,
Yeah,
but
you did, yeah.
I was just messing around with different, ideas and stuff. And anytime I was bored, I was making one. And then, yeah, Caitlin's like, you need to start charging people for this because you're spending like literally, I'll be spending hours and hours, days sometimes trying to get one. So, um, yeah,
I just spent
My
like
favorite
3 hours making Doc some pictures the other night.
yeah,
Shout out to Naughty Boy.
yeah.
But he sent me a
Naughty
picture of him and
boy.
Jenny, and they had
Oh,
talked about doing cosplays for Seven Deadly Sins of Escanor and Merlin. And I literally made like, I think I ended
I
up
did
sending them
see
like
that.
12, but I made like 40, probably generated like 40. I used OpenArt, I used 11 Labs, I used ChatGPT, Gemini, I used that, like I was on everything, like because I wanted to see which ones would make the best ones. But then I ended up I got him probably like 12 to 14, maybe really good ones,
Mhm.
that I sent him. And then I made him that video that he posted too of him turning
Yes.
into Escanor, yeah.
No, I
So
seen that post and I was like, this had to have been Hugz.
I just started getting into the video side of it. So like graphic design, I did because I used to do a lot of like manual graphic design with like Photoshop forever. And then when AI came out, like I was on that. But I just have started getting into the video side of it because like Posty used to do it, Drill was doing it, and then Framer, because we've been talking about Framer. Framer is like excellent at it now. He is really good. Mads has really cool videos. So I'm like, I gotta get into this. I gotta try to make some of these videos. And now that's the predominant thing that I do. Like I
Yeah.
make mostly AI videos.
Yo, the one that you just released on Hugsville, I know we are talking about it almost the last 3 podcasts, but the one where it's like, this is more than just a, virtual
Oh, yeah,
reality,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then it literally switches from realism to the cartoon theme,
Yeah.
and I was
That
like,
was
that
so
is such a
awesome.
sick transition right
Yeah.
there.
No, it's been a lot of fun. Like I'm learning a lot with it. And I think the AI video space, like I hate that people are like so anti AI because like there's a difference between people that like create art in AI and people that just throw something in, like you were talking, Zach, like what you get, and then you just like, oh, I'm just gonna use this versus no, I'm gonna take this into other apps and I'm gonna like manually add to this and like tweak it and make it better. Like that is the stuff that turns it into actual art versus like AI slop, which is what they call it. Because it's like some of these videos, like that video you're talking about there, that took me probably 4 or 5 hours. I generated probably 100 videos and then I used probably 12 of them to actually make that video. It's like I poured a lot of time into that.
Hmm.
And it's,
Yeah.
I think there's so much people can do with AI.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's scary.
TikTok Shop
TikTok shop, yeah.
AI is the stats. It's all like 150 million dollars. TikTok pages, right? Just for TikTok Shop are making more revenue than just real individual people making the TikTok Shop content right now. And it's just going to keep getting better and better because the AI programs are updating, they're getting new coding, and unfortunately, it's just getting better and it's becoming user friendly. It's another way to make passive income as
It's
well.
getting too
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
they got yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it's getting dangerous. Did you hear about that? There was like an attack that was done that they did all the coding for it in Claude, which I use Claude for a ton of stuff. I actually, for our Bad Comms Good Health, I used Claude and a lot of the coding capabilities within Claude for that to make that application.
Mhm.
So like basically I input my ideas into there, I got the raw code, and then I just manually changed it how I wanted it. And it's like having some knowledge in something, and going back to what you were saying, DadTaxx, I keep calling you by your name, but DadTaxx. Going back to what you were saying, like where you have to manually pour into it. I think people who have skills that can use AI to boost what skills they already have are the ones that are really gonna like skyrocket with it. Because if you can utilize AI with something you already have like a really good background in, it's like sky's the limit on it. But there's been some crazy stuff recently. They shut down there's a thing called Fable 5 with Claude, and the US government shut it down from regular consumption because they didn't want foreign governments to get it.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's too good.
That's wild.
It's wild.
It's wild.
That's what I'm saying. But they
You almost
they're
owe me a
talking
Coke.
about they actually just did a thing for Mythos or something where they're reopening it, relaunching it, but only to like government approved sources or something like that. So
What's Mythos?
Mythos is I think it's another Claude framework.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
There's
But
so many
Fable
out there
5
now.
was the one that they shut down. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. What I know you had used AI a little bit for your TikTok shop stuff and you made some really cool videos on it. So Luddy's inspired me to do a couple TikTok shop videos, not AI, just like whatever. Mine are nowhere near as good as yours. But one of mine got flagged and it was ineligible for like whatever. What do they call it? Like recommendation. Ineligible for recommendation.
Now, was it for the creator rewards, so monetization?
I am in creator rewards on that
Yeah,
account,
so
so
that's
maybe.
probably what it is, and that doesn't affect you at all. It just means if like let's say you get 100K views on it, you're
Yeah.
not gonna earn any money on it
Oh,
for
that's
the
fine. I don't
views.
care.
But since the product, it's gonna be a shop product. The
Yeah.
link for the product's still on there,
Yeah.
and if you got 100K raw people viewing it, you're gonna have some sales. So you're probably gonna make more off that product than you would the 100K views anyway.
Yeah, I am in the creator rewards program. I didn't even think about that, but yeah.
Yeah, I get that all the time, so I definitely
Okay. I
I
meant to
was just
ask
like
you about
you.
that. So,
No, I kept getting I was like, "What the hell am I doing wrong?" Like, violation, 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 and then I really looked at it and I was like, "Oh, I don't care about the monetization. It's not like
no,
I've made any money on TikTok off my videos,"
no.
you know?
I have, but you and I talked about that off the pod. But like, do you guys realize how little TikTok actually pays out compared to like YouTube and other platforms? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, getting millions of views on YouTube is thousands of dollars. Getting millions of views on TikTok's like hundreds of dollars. And that may have changed. I haven't gotten a multi-million video in a few years, but like, I know like their structure when I got in the rewards program was like nowhere near anything. We're talking like less than 10% of what you would get on TikTok or
Well,
on YouTube from TikTok.
TikTok, it has to be at least a minute long. It has to break 1,000 views, and going forward, 50% needs to be watched before you even see any sort of thing. And on top of that, you know what just started paying people for shorts? Meta.
Meta, okay.
They pay for
Well,
shorts. As long as it's 10 seconds, you get paid.
I would say Facebook has been really good with their monetization for quite some time, so that doesn't shock me. That's
Yeah.
not that shocking. That's good. I definitely think we need to get to a model, and some of the companies are good with this, like Kick, the streaming platform. They're really good with monetizing their creators. It really needs to be a creator economy. Right now, it's definitely like the platform economy, and I get it. They upfront the money. They are the platform. They are whatever, and they definitely should get their back end. But it is way heavily skewed in favor of the organizations. Like think about TikTok. You look at TikTok Live, you're getting like 40% of the gifts. You're the one that's putting in the hours and hours and
Yeah.
hours of work and just grinding, and you're getting 40% of what you're earning. That's wild.
Yeah. But speaking of Kick, did you see what they just did? There's
Oh,
ads on it now. You can apply
oh, is
for
there?
ads and they'll pay you.
Oh, that's
Um,
dope.
there's only like 5 or 10 companies right now,
Yeah,
but they've really developed. On top of that, there's kick bits. So if you guys have
Kick
ever been on
bits.
Twitch, you can
yeah,
get the bits on there.
yeah.
Now there's kick bits, so you can actually throw subscribers, like sub them, throw free subs, and you can get like it's not kick bits, but it's similar to it. You can get like little diamonds and throw 'em.
See,
They've really done some amazing things over there at Kick.
I don't like that though, because bits was something I didn't like on Twitch. So back in my day, all right, so you would use like Streamlabs and stuff like that, and people would have like a dono link, right? And they
Yeah.
would hit it, and then you get PayPal'd. The downside to that is sometimes people got doxxed because if they PayPal'd you, it'd like show their full name and everything, which is one thing. But you got like the majority of that. Like PayPal takes their share out of it. Every company takes a little bit. You know, everybody
Yeah,
gets their taste.
gotta get it.
But it was like 5%. You know, whereas like when you do the bits, they pay a premium on the bits like up front. You get whatever they give you, but the actual consumer is paying a premium on the bits from what they're actually giving to the creator.
Interesting.
So it's like they're getting their cut, which again, all companies should get their cut, but some companies are much more fair than others.
So you think it's better just to throw a sub?
Well, like, so personally on TikTok, that's why I like throwing the sub boxes. They don't call them that, the super fan boxes,
Yeah.
because the creator gets the lion's share of that super fan subscription.
Yes.
So when you throw the box, the same thing. They get a lesser cut of a box of a gifted one. But if they renew that, then they're going to get that share off of there. And again, I appreciate, I feel like we're talking a lot about money, but like, you know, whenever I do coach our creators and stuff like that, and people we're working with, I always say it's about community. I don't care about what we get in the money and stuff, but it's like, I'm talking about from an organizational side, it's unfair. Like how the org is, not from the consumer of the entertainment, not from the fan side. I think fans should give and do and whatever they want, never feel obligated to do anything. I think the companies are the ones that need to change what they're doing.
Yeah. And speaking of just TikTok and streaming, DadTaxx called me yesterday trying to set up a stream. Well, there's some games you're going to be streaming soon. That's pretty exciting. You're going to be back on TikTok live. I mean,
He
I'm
was
stoked for
last
it.
night, right? Was that last night?
No. So
Or was it the night before?
it was well, last night I just got on with Luddy and Potch, and I was on PS5, but I couldn't figure out how. Dude, the last like 3 weeks I got the capture card for the PS5 and I was like, okay, this is all you need, right? And I was like, I can't hear anything. I don't know what I connect my headphones to. Like, there's a whole thing. So I called Luddy. I was like, please, are you up? You know, and at the time, and he goes, yeah, this is actually when I called, this is when he actually got on the game. But I was talking to him. I was like, how do I? Because this is what Mads was doing. She was using the PS5 first. I was like, how do you guys use the headset and everything? And she goes, oh, you need like a chat link cable. And I was like, what the hell is that? You know, and no wonder why I haven't been able to figure it out. I've been going crazy. I'm just like, so many nights, I'm like, all right, I'm not going live. I'm just like, I was like flustered and stuff like that. And but she sent me over the one that she got and I placed the order today. So it's coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that should be a thing now. I just have some games on PS5. I have some games on PC. The ones that are on PC, I have no problem streaming already, but we can do that. But there's some of the games that I really like, you know, when you're in the mood to game, like you want to game on a certain one, I only have it on that system. So, but yeah, so I will be going back to streaming soon. And we'll be doing some horror games. Tonight I will be, well, when this airs, it won't be tonight, but after this I will be getting on and we'll be doing a game called Gang Beast, which is a really funny to me it's hilarious. I've never laughed harder when I played a game. But it's a really stupid game. It's like a little versus mode. It's about climbing, and every level is like disintegrating. And the whole point is to get to the top, to throw your friends off of whatever you can, to be the last person that's holding on. Like, you know, when when the building collapses or the boat's going down with sharks jumping everywhere, which not my favorite. And
I was gonna say the sharks.
well, the sharks, they're not scary though, you know, and you know they're coming too. It's not like a jump scare. But these things jump like 30 feet out and they land on the boat and they're sitting there like this, and your little body's like, no, 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 and you're trying to get away from it. It's freaking hilarious. And so I'm trying to climb a wall, and you know, Potch is like, save me, and I'm like, no, no, you're out of here. Like, it's funny, man. Like I said, I've never laughed so hard in a game. So we will be playing that one tonight. That's gonna be on PC, so I can stream that one. So yeah.
Is your chat and everything working now?
Yeah, for PC. Yeah, you were helping me out with that. I did I mean, I don't really utilize my 3 monitors that I have, and so I am going to be doing that. So I'll be gaming on the top one. I'll have my chat and everything on the bottom as well. And then my biggest thing is I could never see like gifts when people would send a heart me or anything. Like I never saw it. So and everyone's like, he's not paying attention to his chat, and I'm like, I didn't even see anything. Like,
You're like, I'm trying.
yeah, I'm literally trying, man. I feel bad because I love when people come in with heart me's and stuff like that. I love talking to people, IVF Mama, shout out to IVF Mama and K-Ray. Those two are like ride or dies. If I'm streaming, they're in there and they're laughing their ass off with me. You can see it. You can see it in the chat just blowing up. And I freaking love those women, man. I love them. So great friends of Mom Tax and everything.
Hugz, you accomplished 2 things on TikTok.
What's
Your account and Bad Comms Podcast when you went live.
Oh,
You
yeah.
unlocked 2 super cool features.
Mm-hmm.
I got my community GIF, which looks nothing like me. It looks like I am like a 100-pound Honduran child.
That makes it so much better.
That's my gift. I named it a Hugsville Hello, so at least I got to name it something that I wanted.
A Hugsville Hello.
Because it's just like a small Honduran child waving. Actually, you know what it looks like? Remember that story I told when I went to the McDonald's in Texas when I moved there and the little kid slid under the door while I was taking a shit? It looks like that kid. I feel like he's haunting me. So there's that, and then the Bad Comms one, we don't know what we're gonna get yet. We find out 2 weeks from that day.
Was that the original Hugsville Hello? The kid's
that was
hello.
Yep, that's what it was. He was like, hello.
Oh my gosh,
so Luddy, the reason I was live on the Bad Comms account there, the reason I even found out, shout out Coach Bob, who also will get another shout out in about 30 seconds. But the reason I was live on the Bad Comms podcast is because we were doing our giveaway.
Well, yeah.
We did a giveaway?
We
do giveaways on this channel?
Hey, you're not supposed to say that. I'm supposed to say that because I wasn't in there.
We did a giveaway for hitting 100 subscribers, which I was literally about to go to sleep, and Luddy called. Literally, I just shut down everything, and I was plugging my phone in, about to go lay down, and Luddy calls. He's like, hey, you need to go live on TikTok. I'm going live on YouTube. We're doing the giveaways. I was like, that's a lot of information and things was happening, but
I was
did
sleeping.
It, and so I was live on Bad Comms though, and Coach Bob came in and he's like, hey, you unlocked your community gift. I was like, how the fuck did we do that? And then he was like telling me how to do it. And then come to find out he was one of our winners. He ended up winning one of the things.
Shout out Coach Bob.
Yep.
Coach
Who
Bob.
won? So Coach Bob won.
Yeah, there's a bunch of winners.
He was one of the big winners. So we had 2 big winners. Coach Bob won a big one.
And then legendary
Jacob. Yep.
Yeah. Formerly that one Jacob, formerly whatever he was before that.
Yep. And then we did 4 more just for the heck of it. Dr. Lovett.
Yep.
Yeah, the doc.
Snap.
Yep, Snap.
Joe Jennings.
Joe Jennings. Joe Jennings. Shout out to him. Love that guy.
And
great guy.
The best of them all, we had to save for last.
DadTaxx.
Well, DadTaxx is better half. Yeah.
Mom Tax.
Mom Tax won. We love Mom Tax. Mom Tax is the unofficial mascot of the show. So that is true. I would hope so.
I was about
of all of us, I think you should be the most required.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. No, to be honest, I was like, everything I do in life, I want her at my side, right? So I did Pulse Syndicate. I stay away from drama. I needed to find my peace, okay? Because your boy just graduated therapy, so I found it. Yeah, I found.
How do you feel about that?
Stop it.
Wait.
How does that make you feel?
You cannot graduate therapy. I'm sorry. How do you graduate? Did you? No.
Yeah, because because your boy had mad depression. Mad depression. Because I feel like I'm a good fucking dude, but I feel like I get walked on. So then I feel like I take that all in, and I get a lot of rage, and then because I used to hit things to get my rage out, and I can't do that anymore. So laws aren't on my side. So yeah, so I held on to a lot of shit. So I started therapy to better myself, to better my family's life, to better my marriage. And I feel like Caitlin and I, Mom Tax and I, are just fucking we're doing great, dude. We're awesome. So
I was like,
I'm just saying,
you paused at a weird time.
Hey,
you paused at a weird time.
Or did I pause on
Clip it.
purpose? No,
Clip it.
no, we're doing great. We're working together as a team. The biggest part that we're doing right now is trying to get out to North Carolina. So getting the house ready is really hard. But yeah, it's like and I don't want to put our shit out
You
on
got the garage
blast,
done.
but yeah, we got the garage done, dude. Like I can't believe that. It was awesome. We might have talked about that last weekend. I don't know. But so happy. That was an accomplishment because it made her happy and that's what I live for. So but we're kicking ass with that. I mean, we're slowing down a little bit because it's just like work and everything. I worked all weekend. So things like that. So we are getting it together though, and we're gonna start packing up the house little by little, and we're gonna be getting boxes now and doing room by room and things like that. So we are serious about getting the hell out of here. So that was a huge part of the whole depression thing. Like I feel like I was being held back here in California. Like it's so expensive out here, and we're like drowning in all our bills because of this, because of how expensive it is. So we are trying to get out to be more affordable and start a new job and get a new house that, she can have a kitchen, a living room, everything she deserves. I'm just trying to get that for her. So but we're almost there. We're almost there. So your boy's not depressed anymore. We are doing great. And yeah, it was cool. Like in the therapy session, she she was talking about like, well, how you said like, how's it make you feel? She said the same stuff, right? And I guess all my answers at the end of it, she goes, she was so cool, dude. Her name was Lexi. She was always like, dude, you're cured. You know what I mean? I was like, what are you talking about? And she goes, you understand that you were talking about your problems, but then you had answers to your own problems. I didn't have to step in at all. Like you have your shit like figured out. You know the direction you have to go. And I was like, shit, I do. Like I was like, oh, I feel accomplished, And so it was
Yeah,
really
because
cool.
I mean,
So
really, the goal should just be to learn those coping skills. So
absolutely.
it's like now that you've like really learned them and harnessed them, like I'm proud of you, man. That's huge.
Thank you,
Because
man.
not everybody
Thank
can
you.
accomplish that.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I just like you said, like why aren't I in Pulse anymore? It's nothing against Pulse. I love the people that are in Pulse, man. Doc, I just everyone we started it with, I love them, dude. I do. Minus a couple, maybe. I don't know, but give or take, it's like you can't hate an entire entity, especially like we helped build that thing, and it was so cool being a part of
Wait,
it.
enemy. You got an enemy over there?
No, the entire entity of entity.
Entity.
Oh, entity.
Of I mean like
He's
the
like, wait, we
entire
got ops?
no, like
He's
Pulse
like,
Syndicate. I
he's
friggin' I love
Luddy's like, I'm not informed that we had opposition.
no, there's no competition.
Luddy was ready to ride, bro.
No, I have no hard feelings with that. I found peace outside of it. And I found this with you guys, and I freaking love it. So I'd rather work on this and help, Viewcount become something bigger, in that aspect. And because like being a live host takes a lot out of me. And that's, I can game and I can
It's
go
a
live, that's it.
grind.
So, but it's
a
hard.
grind.
Yeah, it is. It is. It
Mhm.
is. And I'm the kind of guy too that like I like giving. I like giving. I like giving gifts and everything to people. I like when you light up their gift galleries and stuff like that, and they're like, "Dang, like that's awesome," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool." And then when I get gifts, I'm like, "Stop!" Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Same.
yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't
Luddy
know.
too.
Yeah, and it just doesn't. It's not the. I feel almost guilty by getting gifts, and I know I shouldn't because I mean I'm thousands in the hole from giving, and I shouldn't feel guilty, but the people I gifted though, I love them. You know what I mean? Our TikTok community that got us here and everything. I met you guys. I love the whole journey that was on. So it was a chapter, like you said earlier, with the military and everything. That was a chapter in your life, and Pulse. I'll never regret Pulse. I love it. So it's just time to move on. That's it. And
I
do
wasn't
better things.
trying to say anything bad about graduating therapy.
No, not at all.
I just it's like for me, I don't think in my mind, this is my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can truly graduate therapy because there's always going to be something in your life that may occur and you may need to go talk to someone.
Absolutely.
And I've been in and out of therapy for 7 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And I might take 6 months and then I'll go for 4 months. I'll take a year off. I'll get on some antidepressants. And it's just a battle but I'm so happy for you, dude, that, you did the session that you wanted to do for that, few months, and you feel better. You're able to answer your own questions because not everyone can do that, bro. And that is a fucking
Yeah,
accomplishment for you, for yourself, your inner peace. So that's awesome, bro. I'm so happy for you.
I
And the
appreciate it,
fact
man.
you were willing to understand that you needed to do it,
Yeah.
to do it for your family and everything, like, is a huge thing.
It was a hard thing to accept because when your wife is telling you like you need therapy, like it should really help you, and I'm like, and I have anger issues and stuff like that. Nothing physical or anything like that, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like I remember like doing that, filling out a what's it called? Like not a survey, but like a checklist of like how you feel, like what you've been hitting, what like I guess like Kaiser sends over this thing, and it's like on a scale of like 1 to 10 or something like that, like how much has this affected you and this affected you, and it said like one of the questions was like something about like does social abuse happen in your household or something like that, and when I first started, I said yes because I wanted them to acknowledge that. That was as a big thing. And then she goes, "So who's abusing you?" I said, no, I feel like I'm abusing them because I raised my tone and I need to put myself in check." So, but yeah, that's why I marked it. And but it's worked. I mean, I just wanted to bring awareness to it, and that was it. And I did. And I don't know, it really helped me get all the way through it, so it's beautiful, man.
That's awesome.
I want to give a random shout out here to someone we've never talked about before on the podcast, but Bubba J.
Bubba
Bubba J
J.
is one of the streamers over
Bubba J.
on TikTok that we've become friends with. I'm actually going to be meeting and hanging out with him for the first time next week. And he recently joined my team over on Pulse Syndicate. I am one of the co-owners, Pulse Syndicate, and he and he's put together the Mental Health Bros. He's like trying to make it a whole thing, a whole company. He's got like a website, merch, and everything, but it's a whole movement. It's about men's mental health and like being able to like be at the forefront of that and be open and honest about it's okay to not be okay and stuff like
Absolutely.
that. And that's a huge thing. I think, to be able to be vulnerable and talk about that stuff, and even more so than just to talk about it, to make a whole movement around it and try to like encourage others to do so. I think that's so cool. I think that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
awesome.
it's
So shout out
beautiful.
Bubba J.
That's
Uh,
beautiful.
I
I
think
mean,
that's what most adults face is being vulnerable about depression or, any traumatic things in their lives is it's hard to, you know. You
I think
feel
from
judged, or maybe just me, I don't know.
well, no,
well, I
I
was gonna
mean,
say
think of it this way, it's
I
the
think for
28th,
me,
right? It's the 28th. It's Men's Mental Health
yeah.
Awareness, month right now. It's the last
Yeah.
couple days. So all three of us here have battled it. I know we have. So
Yes.
the fact
Yeah.
that we're
Yeah.
still here
Yeah.
fighting happiness, doing this is huge. So
I think the reason that it's been easier for me to be so open about it is because, like, you talked about you've been in therapy like 7 years. Zach has been in therapy. I've been in therapy since I was 14.
yeah,
So it's
that's
like
crazy.
I've been in and out, like not consistently, like go in, come back. Because I feel like you always hit a point where I've never been told I graduated. It was just a point where I would be like, this isn't, I'm tired of talking to these people about this. It's not making my stuff any better. It kind of pissed me off sometimes. But like I just struggle with my depression, and it's like talking to you is not going to make this any better.
Hmm.
It's a chemical thing. You
Yeah.
can't talk your way out of chemical depression. And so it's just something that I've just dealt with. But
Mhm.
you do learn those coping mechanisms. That's what I was saying. Like the whole thing is once you learn those, I feel like you kind of can carry yourself a little bit. So I do see the graduation thing in that aspect of like you now can take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You've gotten the skills.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
building those skills. Because there's stuff I remember from when I was a kid that I was told that still sticks with me, like little stories and stuff they told me. And I'm like, you know what? I remember this, and he was right. Like I
Yeah.
gotta, I can't let this stuff get to me.
Hmm.
So thank you, Zach, for talking about that, man, because that's like a huge thing.
Absolutely.
I
I'm
don't
a
know. I
open
know
book. So
yeah.
yeah.
You said since you were 14, the thing that always pissed me off is if I move states, and go get a new therapist and they have my records, right? And then they just ask the same damn
Gotta
questions the
start all
other one
over
asked.
again. Yep.
And I'm like, I don't no, you want a solution. You don't want to just talk for the next 3 months about what you said 2 years ago to someone and all you end up getting is some pills. It's like, I personally, I hate taking pills. I've been taking them. I actually just put in for some more, so gotta get back on those. Well, I got like a little bit left, but I'm getting back on them. But I hate just fucking saying the same shit over. And they're like, "Well, how does it make you feel?" Bro, I said that already to someone. Just read the damn notes. You know?
No, that was something that was rough for me too because I moved around a lot, and having to start over is just very frustrating because you feel like you lose all the progress. You
Yes.
feel like I had somebody that understood me at least to some extent, even if it wasn't the greatest. They at least knew a lot. It's like when you break up with a long-term relationship and then you're talking to the next person, "What's your favorite color?" Fuck off. You know, like, "What's your favorite color?" Go, like, that's what that's how it feels like to me.
Yeah.
What's your favorite color? Yeah, this
Fuck
isn't gonna
you.
work out.
Yeah, exactly. My favorite color is shut the fuck up. That's my
What is that?
favorite
A type of
color.
yellow or I
Yeah,
don't know.
exactly. It's a shade
That's
of
funny.
magenta.
A shade of
But
magenta.
no, it's just it feels like you lose all that and then you feel hopeless. That's really what it is. It wasn't
Yeah.
anger I felt, it was hopelessness. You feel
Yeah.
hopeless.
Yeah. I mean, just
You see,
just
I
yesterday we were
got
talking
the
about
anger
that.
though too.
What?
Oh no, I was saying like Hug said he doesn't feel anger.
Oh yeah.
I got, I mean, literally, I got fucking anger issues, and I'll admit it. You guys have probably seen it. I'm an open book. I'm out of pocket sometimes. I shouldn't say things. Um,
That's
and
what I
then
love
I'll
about
do
you
it,
though,
and
to
then
be
I
honest.
realize it,
I fucking
and I'm
love
like,
it.
why the fuck did I do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why for me, it's very important to be on my medication. I hate that I have to fucking rely on pills for that shit, and I can't fix it myself.
Yeah.
That shit pisses me off because I hate getting shots, vaccines, all of that. Like the army did enough of sticking needles in my ass and arms. I don't want no more. And so now I got to take medication for however fucking long. I hate that shit.
Yeah. The thing that sucked for me was I don't know if you guys do you I don't know if you want to talk about it, but do you take meds, Zach?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
So I couldn't even tell you the different meds I've taken since I was a kid for depression. I've been on, if there's a name brand you've ever heard of, I've been on that bitch. Okay.
Skittles.
That's basically what it is.
Skittles.
But, um,
No,
Homeboy's been
the
chasing
thing
the
that sucks
rainbow
is
since he was 14.
like, I'll just throw it out there. Okay. Like Lexapro. Lexapro worked really well for me and it was like life changingly well.
This
But
episode
there's a
brought to you by
thing.
Alexa.
Yeah. There's something that happens with those, I don't know if they're like SSRIs or whatever they're called, where sometimes just after a while, they just stop working for you.
Is it like your
And
body
your
then,
gets
brain,
used to it?
your
yeah,
your brain or your hormones, your dopamine, your serotonin gets used to it.
yeah.
No matter how many fucking dosages they up or they tell you to take 2, 3 pills a day,
I'm
you
always
get
on
used
max
to.
dose everything. So yeah.
Yeah, your body always gets used to something. Why people become alcoholics, right? Because their body is able to handle more, and then next thing you know, they're drinking 3, 4 bottles a day, and they're just used to it. They might even be able to function. That's the sad part.
But yeah, my grandfather was a great functioning alcoholic. He could do all kinds of crazy shit. He was probably more apt completely in the bag than I would be without it.
But you know what? With this being said, this is a huge part of like what I believe in is doing the bad comms good health.
The medicine, what
This
am
is
I
huge.
taking? It's a part of. Well, no, it's not called Lexapro. It's a variant of Lexapro.
Like a generic.
Is it the generic of Lexapro probably?
It starts with a fucking X.
Is it the
Xanax?
No, it doesn't.
I also
It's
take
Lexapro
Xanax.
though.
Xanax?
No, I was gonna say I also take Xanax, but
maybe?
I don't currently take Xanax. I did for a while.
Yeah.
Everyone calls that a Xanny,
Yeah.
right? Is that what they call it,
Yeah.
Xanny? I'm not cool with the lingo. I never took it, so I just whatever.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you're
that's what-
taking it on the street, I think that's what people call it.
Did
Like
you-
I took it as a medication that was prescribed to me for severe
Oh,
anxiety
tell
and
Hugz. He'll know what it is.
and
That's citalopram oxalate.
what is it?
A citalopram oxalate.
Oh,
So it is Skittles.
yeah. I always call it acetylopram, but that's how it's spelled.
that a good one?
Yeah.
It's
Not a
Lexapro.
good one.
It is Lexapro, yeah.
It's fucking Lexapro.
It is Lexapro. It is Lexapro.
It's fucking Lexapro.
Oh, well, it's
Yeah.
not called that.
It's
though. I
generic
don't-
Lexapro. It's
It's
generic
the
Lexapro.
Walgreens version.
It's
Escitalopram or whatever it is, yeah.
So different pharmaceutical companies have different names for their
Don't
medication.
yell at me. Well, all I
Don't
know is
yell
I
at
go
me.
on there. And
Yeah,
it's
it
like,
is Lexapro. I looked it up just to make sure because I've been on so many, I
Lexapro.
wasn't positive, but it is Lexapro.
like when I went to go refill and I was going down the list, it's like 15 things, and I'm like, fuck, which one do I gotta refill?
Yeah, because right now I'm on Abilify. It's a Priprazole or whatever it is. I'm on Abilify.
I get a bunch of Abilifies in the
Currently.
mail. I don't like that.
Dude, when I was in the
Don't let me.
army, fuck, I was on Percocets for 6 months.
I got Percocet.
Yeah.
I was
That
on
shit-
I was on Percocet when my back went out. My back
Yeah.
went out. I was
Dude, that's so
paralyzed.
easy to get addicted to, though.
That's why I don't
I-
take them. I took 2 and then I
Yeah.
stopped taking them.
Man, I never got addicted. Like it was nice because it was the only thing that I took that I felt the pain go away, and I was like,
Mhm.
oh, I can finally sleep. You know, like that was so nice. And when it would wear off, I'm like, oh, like I remember telling myself like I don't want to feel dependent. So I would
Mhm.
purposely go through the pain, and I would be like, all right, I'm gonna do my stretches. I'm gonna get this done, and I'm gonna make sure that basically I had to floss the nerve. It was the nerve in my like sciatic, and so like bending my left leg, trying to straighten it out and everything. Oh, it was killer. So even Percocet wouldn't help if I was bending like that to try to like flex my leg, and because you
Yeah.
just keep hurting yourself over and over again. So. But it was rough. It was real rough. But I was able to just get off of it right away. So I don't think I have an addictive personality like that with any kind of drugs or anything. But it's no, mine
I
is.
do, yeah.
I think mine was food. Mine is food because like when I was depressed and everything, I would just eat, you know, and that's the biggest thing. I'm the biggest thing. So I am
It
trying
sucks
to work
to
on
admit,
it.
but if I get a good medication, I got that addictiveness. Like, and I'll be like, fuck, it made me feel normal or good. And I'm like, I'll
You
take
chase
one,
that
I'll take
feeling.
an extra one. Next thing you know, I'm like, okay, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
You know?
See, I don't
And
have that.
it is so counterproductive because then your body's getting used to the new amount.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you try to go back to what you're supposed to be taking, like you can't function again. So like for my grandfather, I spoke on that. He, was an alcoholic. My dad's demon was opioids. So it's like, obviously I try to not get into that, and I've struggled my own stuff. I know Luddy more so probably knows than others, there's a couple things, but I try to be mindful of that and avoid those things. But that's why when I got prescribed Percocet, I took 2 ever and then just got rid of it. I took when I literally like could not stand, like
Mhm.
was in that
Yeah.
much pain, I would take one. I took 2 and then that was it. I was like, never again. I'm not even gonna get close to these because I'm like, I
I
know
didn't get
what's in my
addicted.
future.
I didn't get addicted, but I had to take them because I legitimately had 2 fucking like 2-foot-long tubes in my leg, and I could just feel them moving
Dude.
around and shit.
Yeah, your
And
leg was
I just-
gnarly though. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got some gnarly scars on it.
Yeah.
if you haven't seen it. But yeah, no, I definitely needed it. Well, I probably didn't need it, but it definitely helped
Well,
a lot
yeah,
of
but
days.
that's the kind of thing though, like nobody would ever judge because it's like, dude, what you went through, yeah, I just take it. You gotta
There
make
was
sure
one
there's no
other
pain.
thing that, fuck, I don't remember. What does Xanax do?
Anxiety,
yeah.
because I was on Xanax. Yeah. I used to get, what do they call it? Panic attacks. I
Yes.
used to get bad panic attacks.
It wasn't.
Oh,
I took it.
dude.
It was something. It was like a Percocet. It was very high. Like they give you just a little
Oxycontin,
bit.
Vicodin.
Oxycontin.
Oxy, yeah.
Yeah.
That. Yep. I had a little bit of that.
Yeah.
That sounds bad. I'm sorry. Fucking we samplers over here. A little bit of this,
No,
a little
no,
bit of
no.
that. What do you want? Blue, red, pink, purple.
This is where
You got it all.
This is where you open up your trench coat and you're just like all of them are hanging. You know?
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
when I did I took Oxy as well for my back, but honestly that didn't do anything for me. It didn't.
Is that what they gave you?
They
when
tried
your
to.
back
They
first came
tried
out?
to, and then they gave me
He's like, no, I got
Percocet.
it on the street.
Yeah, right. No, everything's prescription. Okay, your boy ain't going
Yes.
to jail. Okay, I ain't doing nothing crazy. But no, I was given that one. not a big deal. Percocet did help though, but yeah, but my back was in such shambles that I needed something. So
Percocet.
You know what really helps is a
Molly
little bit of
Percocet.
white girl. You know, white girl helps a lot.
is that over the counter or under the
I
counter?
have never had white girl. No, I have. I actually I have white girl all the time. But
Oh,
we're gonna whoop, whoop, whoop. Next topic.
Yeah. All right. So anyway,
so anyway,
this has been a good episode. This has been a great.
this has been a
great
real
conversation.
episode. I like that.
This has been a very
I like
real
that.
episode. This has been this is what I wanted out of this. I don't know what all you guys really wanted or expected out of this, but like for me, I just wanted the friendship and just to display 3 dudes that give a shit about each other, that just enjoy spending time with each other, just
Absolutely.
talking about life. And that's what this was.
Hell yeah.
It really was.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if you
this
guys
one
didn't like this
definitely-
episode, you guys aren't really in for what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Like,
Because some episodes are going to be like this where it's real talk, and then some
Yeah.
are going to be fun. And, you know, I mean, maybe next week we might ask things, you know, like the most overrated video games of all time or something like that. But for right now, it's been nice to get to know you guys a little bit better, you know. And this is how we talk without recording. So I
Exactly.
I love what we have here. So
but
But
we
also-
haven't had one scripted pod yet.
yeah, not one.
Which we will down the road. We'll have some organizational stuff going
we'll
on.
have segments, but I don't think it'll ever be scripted.
Yeah,
for
segments.
sure.
No,
We
yeah,
should
yeah,
have segments for sure.
We'll have segments, which I
Yeah.
do want to have segments anyway, which brings me to our K-Ray follower of the day,
Love it.
which is I have no fucking clue who it is because I didn't really look into
Shit.
it.
Well, let's
To see-
try to think. You
So
were on
shout out to the
Hugz
people
Knuckle-
that did the podcast. To who
No,
won the
Hugz Knuckle
podcast,
TV.
whatever.
You were in the giveaway on YouTube. We had 11 people at one
Yeah.
time. Let's Forge. Jay
a
Pearson
second.
went in there.
Yeah, shout out
Forge.
Jay Pearson. Trying to think of who else
Jimmy
was over there.
Jams went in there.
Yeah, Jimmy was in
Mom
there.
tax.
Mr. Postman. Mr.
Miss
Postman went in
was
there too.
Well, we
Mom
named Mom
Tax.
Tax because she was a winner.
Yeah.
Mads, Naughty,
Maybe
Snap.
I'm just biased. I don't know.
Well, I
That
was
one
just trying to
legendary
think of the other
ninja.
people that were in there. There was somebody else that was in there. I can't think of, because there was a lot of people that came through from your share on the TikTok live too. That came into the TikTok live. There was somebody named Meg. Shout out Meg. There was somebody. Who else came
But
in?
the
There's a
but the
couple people came
K-Bray
in.
follower of the day has to be someone that is engaged with the YouTube. You know what I mean? Gives us.
Well, all
Hold
those
on.
people were in the YouTube for the giveaway. They all came in and said Bad Counts Podcast, and they were all in the thing for that. I mean, really, it's K-Ray.
It really is.
K-Ray is our number one, but like
K-Ray.
other
Every
people do
episode.
comment. Other people, like I don't want to say other people don't comment. Other people do comment. Other people engage with us. Like the 2 people that really like make me feel like, you know, like how does Framer say it? Like a hot girl or something or whatever, you know, like whatever, is K-Ray and Blake. Because Blake live reacts to our show. He always is like steady on what we're doing
Yeah.
and supporting us. And K-Ray
guy.
is just a phenomenal person in general, but she's always commenting. I go in her lives. She talks about the podcast in her lives.
Yeah.
You know, when I go in there, like, so really K-Ray follow today for me is K-Ray again.
Absolutely.
Here we go. K-Ray, the last pod. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 7, and an 8, and a 9 different comments.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. K-Ray's really engages with us. Like, and I appreciate that so much.
She's here for it, man.
really do.
She's someone.
Yeah.
Hey, you
That's
know,
why it has to stay. It will always be K-Ray follower
Oh,
of the day.
Yeah.
Because she is a real one.
Guitar Guy 88
That's
with
Jimmy
Jimmy.
Jams.
5
Jimmy.
comments.
That's Jimmy.
Yeah.
That's Jimmy Jams.
And with timestamps. So you
Yeah.
know he listened to the full thing. Shout out to that dude.
Yeah.
DadTaxx with a freaking 35 minutes into the pod did a comment.
So was that
The
something I
doggone
edited or
did
didn't edit or
probably.
something? Or
Probably.
I had to have something in there, you know?
I love
had
it.
to mess with something.
I love it. Yeah. No, we
I think we're good with that,
we're
though.
good. I think
Letty's over
K-Ray.
here
I think
still
K-Ray.
doing his
Yeah, he's doing his counter
research.
right now. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
K-Ray follow day is K-Ray, and we
It's
love you,
K-Ray.
girl. We appreciate you every single week. And when I'm at work, whatever, I'll talk about my podcast, whatever, and I'm like, hey, did you watch it? Did you watch it? And then people are like, oh, you haven't got around to it, you know. But then when I go live with K-Ray, she's quoting us. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that just tells me that you watched it. It's just so awesome, dude. So
We got
mad
them
love
right
for
Who
her.
is Rudy6221 with
Postman.
Oh, he not the most recent, but the other one. He threw 6 comments in there.
Yeah. We've shouted out Postman on almost every podcast. If we shout him out on this one right now, I believe he's been shouted out on every podcast.
Yeah.
Just because
Shout
I straight
out
up just love posting.
Postman.
Yeah. He knows that.
DadTaxx was in that one, and you know what? Mads, I love you, I hate you, but unfortunately you kind of my other half, so I gotta suck it up. But we're 5 episodes in, and guess what? I haven't seen a single fucking comment, and you want to marry me. What is going on?
Wow.
Not one comment.
Savage. I thought I saw her comment on something, but I thought you left that comment on her account.
Bro, we have 100 shorts, 5-hour-long episodes, and not a single comment. Like, come on. And you want to refresh on TikTok?
Earlier when I was saying I want Caitlin involved in everything, I was talking about like putting her in the Bad Cops chat with us, our text message chain and everything, because I want her to be a part of it. But you know, she's doing her own thing right now. Eventually I do see that going that way. I think she will become part of it, the whole thing. But like
sure. And I fully support that 100%. I know Luddy does too.
I want her surrounded by people that friggin' love her, and I know that's this community right here. So it's a big deal for me. Like I said, I want to do everything with her. So so we'll go forward and we'll see.
Because like
we'll see what happens.
That's a big thing for me. Because as much as y'all watch us, I'm a fan of Mom Tags. I would hang out and watch her content.
Yep.
So that would be cool for me just in general. Because I am a fan of hers, like as a creator in herself.
Yeah. She's good people.
I do want to give a huge
She's a good person, but also a great creator too.
Yeah.
Oh, I apologize.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Mads, we did her gaming stream today, and she had over 400 some people come in. That's the most she's ever got, and I think that's pretty amazing for someone that just plays video games on stream on TikTok.
Well, not just when she went live. When I went into her live, she was just her face.
Yeah,
and
we co-host and stuff sometimes too. She does regulars. But I will say this, because we talked about bad comms. We talked about myself. But Mads also unlocked her community gift.
And hers actually
looks like her.
Yeah, it fits her.
It's not a small Honduran boy.
It's the same colors. It looks like her animated character, and it says it's Madzio. But AI wants to screw everybody else's. I don't even have an image in my.
No, I want to dig deeper with Viewcount, and I want to build this thing up. So this is my new project.
This is the way I look at this, and we got to finish this up. But the reason I want Viewcount to really get pushed and to really make a big thing, and this is why I put in countless hours. Like you guys know, most people don't know. I work a full-time, real deal, not like an easy, quick job. Like I have a full salaried 24/7 job. And then I also co-own Pulse Syndicate, where we have one of the biggest teams in the company. And I'm also trying to do Viewcount. Everything I'm trying to do, every job I do is literally to help people. And that's what Viewcount's about. Viewcount's about content creators collaborating to help people build brands and you guys to really get pushed out. Pulse Syndicate has its place. If you want to be a live host on TikTok, if you want to do that, I think it's a great place to do that.
Absolutely.
Personally, I don't think live hosting is an end game scenario. I think live hosting is a great supplement to content creation. I think if you are a content creator, you should also go live for your audience because they want more of that time with you. They want to have that personal connection with you that you can only get from a live because you don't get that immediate interaction. But I think if you want to be a content creator and you want to make this a full-time career and you're not literally grinding every day begging for a frag, because that's honestly what happens when you get to a certain level of success.
It's true.
Like that really is. Yeah, it's part of the nature of it. Like passive income. It's about creating the content, putting it out for your people, being able to have that creative expression and that time to put into your craft and really do that stuff. And that's what Viewcount's about. Viewcount's going to be reacts, vlogs, it's going to be podcasts, it's going to be all this, but it's going to be content that we push out to you guys that you guys can consume whenever you want. And if you want to learn more about us, if you want to be able to engage more with us, then you can come find us live and have that interaction too. But that's why view count has to be the move. And anybody that really wants to do this for like a real deal, full-time end game career thing, it has to be view count or whatever that is to you. It doesn't have to be our thing, but whatever that is to you.
Absolutely.
You got some big players coming too.
You do.
I know you kind of mentioned it.
I
but
got
I'm
Luddy and
super
DadTaxx.
No. Well,
I mean, we got some highs and we got
Drill's
some
huge.
lows.
Yeah.
We got
I'm very so we have, of course, Luddy and DadTaxx. We have my friend Lo, who also is on my team in Pulse Syndicate, who's a great dude. He actually does live reacts now on TikTok as well. He does have a YouTube channel. He's a smaller creator, but that's who I look for. I want the people that you guys have never seen before.
Right.
I have almost 200,000 followers on YouTube. I know a lot of people that have a lot of sub count. That's not who I'm looking for. I'm looking for the people that you haven't found because I want to be able to bring those people to you. And that's what I want to do. Like, that's what I want to help people do, is build into something. So we have that. And then we have Drill. Drill is also, of course, one of our very close friends, all three of us.
Love him.
We're very connected to him.
Love him.
He and his wife
Recommend.
are absolutely phenomenal. If I could also get her involved in what we're doing, that would be great. But Drill is definitely coming and going to be doing some stuff with us. But they have their own podcast that they're, or not podcast, their vlog that they're working on, that I've been assisting them with and helping pitch ideas and stuff like that. That's not a part of ViewCount, but it is something that I'm helping them with. And I'm just really excited to see what we can do with him too. And then we do have a few other people that are on the docket. Dominique has mentioned wanting to do some stuff with us and potentially do some view count stuff. I've been talking to my good friend Sandessa about doing some stuff with us. She's gonna be on my interview pod. We're gonna see where that goes from here. She's never done other content. She's like looking out. There's a different tax that I definitely would like to get involved in what we're doing. I think that would be cool. I'd be a big fan of getting Mom Tax involved in what we got going on because, again, I'm just a huge fan of her as a content creator. And then Mads, honestly, I've really been pushing her lately. I don't know if she's mentioned anything to you, Luddy, but Mads is a good example of what I'm trying to do with this because she does so much for other people. She's trying to help as a manager in Pulse, help other people grow and help other people do their thing. She's a great content creator. She's a very genuine and like her, the way she reacts to things and stuff like that. Like when her people come in or if they fan, and stuff like that, or the moments she has in the games, like, it's so raw. Like I love it. And she doesn't see herself in the same way that like I, as a fan of her content, see her. So I'm trying to get her into that. But I can even see her helping us run it. Like if she didn't want to do the content stuff, I could definitely see her helping us, like how she's a manager at Pulse, helping us do that type of stuff over here. But anyway, we're super far into this and we're just deep in the weeds on ViewCount now. We'll have tons more content about ViewCount.
Well,
You'll be able to learn
hold
about
on,
it all.
sir. You know what you could potentially Mom Tax and Mads doing something on YouTube.
That'd be cool. I would like
or
to
all the
see
girls.
Mads Tax and
Mads Tax.
it's Savio or whatever Savvy would go by. But like that would be cool. You know what I mean? Like there's definitely some other stuff. Like we talked about doing like a kids react type thing, like with the family.
Dude.
Like I thought that'd be cute. Like just as a one-off, not like a whatever, Just there's a lot of things I want to do. I want to be able to share more of us and who we are to you
waiting
guys.
for her time to shine, guys. She's waiting.
Exactly. Well,
speaking
my
of that,
niece Darcy
Savannah
creates little videos all the time of like all her stuff she does. She's constantly steady creating content. So
You okay?
Oh man. All right.
Savannah lost her front tooth today in Minnesota.
Oh, she lost her front
did
tooth?
she?
Yeah, she already lost her bottom tooth, but she bit into a carrot and
Wow.
it stuck into the carrot.
Thank you guys for showing up for us. We absolutely love you guys so much. Shout out K-Ray, shout out Blake, shout out Jimmy, shout out Posey, shout out all the people we talked about, shout out all the winners of the podcast
And
giveaway.
Happy
shout
4th.
out to everybody watching.
Thank you,
Happy
Luddy.
4th of
Appreciate
July.
you.
Happy 5th of July. Happy 6th of July. Happy lifetime.
Oh,
because
damn.
we love you guys.
Happy lifetime, guys.
We will see you next week with more stuff. Bad comms, good friends. We love you guys.